Today, BMW is one of the world's biggest luxury car manufacturers. Millions dream of owning one. Its logo has become a symbol of speed, engineering, and success. But there was a time when BMW wasn't making sports cars. It wasn't making luxury sedans. It wasn't even making money. In fact, by 1959, BMW was only days away from disappearing forever. Mercedes-Benz wanted to buy the company. Banks had lost confidence. Workers feared unemployment. Shareholders wanted out. Everything BMW had built during nearly half a century was collapsing. So, how did one of the world's most famous car brands almost vanish? And how did it come back stronger than ever? This is the incredible story of BMW's rise, its catastrophic fall, and one of the greatest corporate comebacks in automotive history. Chapter 1. The beginning. BMW wasn't born as a car company. Its roots go back to 1906 in Munich, Germany. The company originally built aircraft engines during World War I. Their engines were among the best in Europe. But everything changed after Germany lost the war. The Treaty of Versailles prohibited Germany from producing military aircraft. Almost overnight, BMW lost its entire business. The company had to reinvent itself. Instead of airplane engines, they began producing motorcycle engines, then motorcycles, finally, cars. In 1928, BMW bought the Eisenach automobile factory and began producing its first automobiles. The company slowly earned a reputation for engineering precision, but their biggest challenges were still ahead. Chapter 2. War and Destruction. World War II transformed BMW once again. The company returned to manufacturing aircraft engines for Germany, but the war came at an enormous cost. By 1945, BMW factories had been bombed. Many buildings were destroyed. Equipment was dismantled. Some factories were seized by the Soviet Union. Germany itself was in ruins. BMW had almost nothing left. To survive, the company produced whatever people needed: kitchen equipment, farm tools, bicycles, even pots and pans. Imagine that. The company that now sells luxury cars once survived by making cookware. Chapter 3. The Fatal Mistake. During the 1950s, Germany's economy recovered rapidly. People began buying cars again. BMW saw an opportunity. Unfortunately, they aimed at the wrong customers. Instead of affordable cars, BMW focused on expensive luxury vehicles. Cars like the BMW 501 and 502 were beautifully engineered, but they were extremely expensive. Too expensive. Only wealthy buyers could afford them. Meanwhile, Volkswagen dominated the market with the affordable Beetle. Mercedes controlled the luxury segment. BMW was trapped in the middle. Sales remained weak. Costs kept rising. Every luxury car BMW sold generated little or no profit. To make matters worse, BMW introduced the tiny Isetta bubble car. Although it sold reasonably well, the profit margins were incredibly small. The company needed a successful mid-sized car. Instead, they had two extremes: very expensive luxury cars, very cheap micro cars, nothing in between. It was a disastrous strategy. Chapter 4. The Near Bankruptcy. By 1959, BMW was running out of money. Losses had become unbearable. Banks refused further loans. Investors lost confidence. The board believed there was only one option: sell BMW. The proposed buyer? Mercedes-Benz. The deal seemed inevitable. Many believed BMW would disappear forever. But something extraordinary happened. At the shareholders' meeting, small investors protested. Employees protested. Dealers protested. They refused to let BMW die. One man played a critical role: industrialist Herbert Quandt. Unlike most investors, he believed BMW still had potential. Instead of selling, he invested massive amounts of his own money. He became BMW's largest shareholder. That decision changed automotive history forever. Without Herbert Quandt, BMW almost certainly wouldn't exist today. Chapter 5. The Comeback. Saving BMW wasn't enough. The company still needed customers. Engineers began developing a completely new generation of cars. The result became known as the Neue Klasse. Introduced in 1962, these cars were exactly what BMW had been missing: affordable, sporty, reliable, elegant. Drivers loved them, journalists praised them, sales exploded. For the first time in years, BMW became profitable. The Neue Klasse established BMW's identity as the ultimate driving machine. It wasn't just a slogan, it became the company's philosophy. Soon came legendary models like the 2002, then the 3 Series, the 5 Series, the 7 Series. BMW had finally found its identity. Chapter 6. Building an empire over the following decades. BMW transformed into a global luxury powerhouse. The company expanded worldwide. It purchased Mini in 1994. Later, it acquired Rolls-Royce motor cars. BMW also entered motorsport. Its M division became legendary. Cars like the E30 M3, E39 M5, and modern M models built an unmatched reputation among enthusiasts. Today, BMW produces millions of vehicles every year. Its factories operate across multiple continents. Its annual revenue reaches tens of billions of dollars. Few people realize this global giant almost disappeared in 1959. At the conclusion, BMW's story teaches an important lesson. Great companies don't fail overnight. They fail through a series of bad decisions, wrong products, poor timing, missed opportunities. But great companies can also recover if they have vision, leadership, and the courage to reinvent themselves. BMW survived because one investor believed in the future when almost nobody else did. Without Herbert Quandt's decision, there might never have been an M3, no modern 3 Series, no BMW as we know it today. Sometimes, the difference between failure and success comes down to one decision made at exactly the right moment. And that's why BMW's near collapse remains one of the greatest comeback stories in business history. Outro. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more stories about the rise, fall, and comeback of legendary companies, make sure to subscribe. What company should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next documentary.